It's Russia. I feel like, as you can see, we are really in the bucket. As you remember last episode, we didn't do well, but the two Mercedes didn't either. So we extend our lead to 21 points in the championship. The problem is, Max Verstappen is now invited himself back into the title contention. Lando Norris, our teammate, DNF last race. Unfortunately, his streak of perfect races unfortunately came to an end. Lando Norris, that didn't help him, didn't it? So, we got anything to replace? No, probably not. Alright, so we're gonna go for short qualifying here today. Actually, never mind, because I can't change the format now, because damn, it's been like this. So as you can see, the team's ready. Wow, those teams don't even have tires in them. Alright, so will there be rain? Probably not. It's probably not. So just keep the setup to where it is, and then see what we can improve on. And hopefully, this track is more corners than straights. So probably I will go for +1. Oh fuck, the ICE. Forgot about the ICE. Alright, there you go. ICE, bro. Right. Probably now focusing on getting the good setup for the car. So 8-9. I didn't make the same mistake last episode as Austria, so obviously I had to do that. I had to change the ICE. There's no way I would win the race with a broken ICE, so probably back to the action. I'm sorry if I paused during the lap. Switching to first gear. We back.
just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Good job. Thank you. The second sector just was a pain, but did Lewis just beat our lap? I think he did. No, he didn't. Actually, Lewis went third, Norris 8th, 6 tenths off in McLaren. Oh, Ocon's out, Raikkonen and Giovinazzi are in, so both Alfa Romeo's having a good season so far. And obviously now they won't have, next season they won't have Kimi Raikkonen. Also Fernando Alonso is going to retire for Alpine, so probably that might be the case, possibly. Might be just a slight quicker. There's an Alpine right in front, so probably Ocon was out of the session, so Fernando, he's having a good time in that Alpine. That was actually a really good corner. I had to jinx it. I had to jinx it, do I? This lap is just 8. Alright. Actually, Bottas 32-2. Oh, we're good.
Fastest lap so far. Well done.
We did. 31 flight. Norris just keep his times. Bottas has to go to the soft source pairs and signs. Maybe Sebastian Vettel and Gasly go for very fast improvement. Alright. Oh, the three of us are the other ones on mediums. Ooh, now that's a strategy goal. Alright, so Vettel is in qualifying too. We're 6 tenths slower than the soft tires, but if Norris and myself start in the front row once more, then we could do something well. I also don't want to use my extra set. Probably. Where's Norris gonna put up? 31s, they're on the 30s. I'll just use one set. That's it. I'll just use one set. It's a saved set with the medium tires, so I'll only just use one set. Let's just try and improve here. I hope Sebastian Vettel goes to Red Bull next year. Like either Red Bull or AlphaTauri. I just want Vettel back in the competitive car again. Think he's gonna retire next season? Yeah, probably. And Daniel Ricciardo will get either the Alpine seat or Guan Yu Zhou will get the Alpine seat as well, so probably that's the case for Alpine. I mean, you have Guan Yu Zhou waiting in the wings for 2022. We know new regulation changes, but you know, I mean, we have the R&D set to increase until the end of the season, so. Oh, we are flying. One towards checkered flag. One set right. Finding laps, Bottas on pole, and Norris did not improve, so Norris won't start on pole. But I have a chance. Mercedes 1-2. Red Bull are flying here, we're flying as well towards across the line to pole position lap.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
That was an obliterative lap, 4/10. I feel like a game.
Finished. It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
Norris
Brown, Hamilton, and
did not have the lap.
With qualifying complete, all that
Made a
remains is the
mistake in
main
that final
event.
sector.
We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
He could have got a 4 as well, but that final sector, Orlando Norris 5/10 slower. But we're on pole. Another team Mercedes. That's good enough. Good track position. But yeah, it's a gift that keeps on giving. As you can see, Lando Norris not doing well in terms of the rivalry. We're winning the championship. We're obliterating our teammate. Somehow we're obliterating our teammate. Lando, I mean, they're gonna get a advantage in terms of next race in Singapore and Japan. So probably, I don't know. It's a technical track, Japan. So It's gonna be hard, especially through those bends, you know.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should.
Yeah. Good chance of the race? Yeah, probably. I have a good chance of the race. So you have a major upgrade coming, and then another major upgrade is gonna come into. Do I go for it? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, just move down the day so people. Oh, it goes down. Sorry. Wait.
Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea, and a race that has historically been dominated by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times since the first race in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? Situated just 3 miles from the Georgian border, the 3.6 miles Sochi Autodrome has 2 notable overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and then turn 13. 18 corners in total here, 12 to the right and 6 to the left, and it's an average lap speed of around 130 miles per hour. It's just about time to go to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. Tyres,
161
fuel,
points,
energy
first
recovery
boss,
systems,
140.
the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
Here we go.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Brown lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis
Both
Hamilton
guys on
alongside.
medium tires
Moving
as
on
well.
to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Norris, Max Verstappen, and Perez. Sainz, Gasly,
Rest of
Vettel, and Yuki Tsunoda. Fernando Alonso, Giovinazzi,
Leclerc
Lance Stroll, and Raikkonen.
had a grid penalty.
Ocon, Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty. George Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
No.
Now
Anyway.
we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright then, so round 11, championship is still open, but is it going to be another McLaren domination? And it's lights out. And away we go. It's a brilliant start for us. We're going to use our ERS immediately. But Lewis Hamilton goes alongside and he gets ahead. He takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Hamilton now, he's going to try and go to the inside. Which way is he going to go? Brown's going to go to the inside. Down the inside, goes to the McLaren, the pole sitter. Brown takes the lead from Hamilton, Bottas, Norris, and Verstappen. A little bit of contact between Brown and as you can see, Hamilton still turned in. Brown nowhere to go. So Jake Brown takes the opening salvo here in Russia. Now here comes Lewis Hamilton's gonna try to go to the inside. Yes he does. Will he complete the move? No he does not. Brown gave him the space, but still nothing. Meanwhile Norris is fending off Max Verstappen behind. Side by side, the Red Bull and the McLaren, and now the two Mercedes right onto the back of the other McLaren of Jake Brown. As Lando Norris is up and ahead. And now Jake Brown's like, well, I'm gonna just use my ERS. The gap at the moment, Jake Brown is still 2 tenths ahead of Lewis Hamilton right behind him, so Hamilton Brown's fending off Lewis Hamilton there, that really well. Hamilton can just go for it, and now Jake Brown still leading by just a couple of tenths. Hamilton's right to the back of that McLaren. Valtteri Bottas is on the faster, quickest off tyres. Lando Norris is gapped back there to 2.5 seconds, 2.6 seconds. So Jake Brown, I thought he's got a little bit of a gap exercise on him, so he's got the pace. If he has the pace, then he can win this race. But if it all goes wrong, then it's going to be really bad for his championship challenge. Just remember, Valtteri Bottas still in the nick of this championship hunt. Lewis Hamilton as well. Max Verstappen has also joined in the fray. He's just about a win behind Jake Brown. But now as it stands, Jake Brown will extend his lead now on Lewis Hamilton to 27 points. Valtteri Bottas, he will extend the lead to Valtteri Bottas on 32 points. Now Jake Brown towards the final sector. This is where he's really good, isn't he? Just those first sector and then this third sector, where he's just really putting the times compared to Lewis Hamilton and the guys behind him. Oh, he's gapping him, isn't he? Across the line they go. Jake Brown puts in the fastest lap.
Use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Now the question is, what will Lewis Hamilton do? Now Hamilton might just have the DRS there, and he does. He's got that.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 per lap.
Now if Brown just increases the gap to Lewis Hamilton behind him, then he can manage the tyres. But if he cannot, then Hamilton's just going to be stuck behind him. Feel like Brown's now just gonna harvest. Here comes Lewis Hamilton though. Lewis Hamilton is going to try and make the move. Where's he going to go? Outside, inside? No. Brown blocks it really, really well. Brown's got no ERS. I feel like it's just really that harvesting that ERS button. So at the moment, Lando Norris is also keeping the gap behind him. So the Team McLaren are both on medium tires. They're trying to get the strategy really well, but at the same time, just go for it. So Brown's going to try to break the ERS, sorry, the slipstream. Now here comes Lewis Hamilton. He's going to go for a move. Yes, he is. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead in the Russian Grand Prix. But Brown seemingly not going to back out, and Hamilton's been forced out wide. And now Hamilton has his teammate of Valtteri Bottas right behind him. Has now Max Verstappen as well behind in 5th place. Continues to struggle behind the McLaren of Lando Norris. Well, if Brown just does this like this, then he's got the winning chance here. Because you've got Lewis Hamilton who's struggling to try and make a pass on you, but at the same time, just go for it, defend all you might. Try to get that DRS zone off, try to get Lewis Hamilton out of that DRS zone, so that's why Brown's defending aggressively in order to give Hamilton a little bit of a nudge. And now here comes Lewis. Hamilton's gonna crawl back on this. Brown's like, alright, I'm just gonna save my ERS, but at the same time try to defend from Lewis Hamilton. So towards the chicane now. But this is the last of the many chicanes here in now Norris is going to come back onto this battle as well, because Jake Brown and Lewis Hamilton are continuing to fight right in front. Well, teammates do really do well here now. Here comes Lewis Hamilton once more. Jake Brown's going to defend again on the inside. And Lewis Hamilton takes the lead again.
Come on, you can win that place back.
And Jeff encourages us as now we're going to make the move on the inside. Really good pass. And we're up in the lead still. And now Lando Norris is back here alongside with that group behind him. So Norris is back in the DRS zone. He's back in this pack. So now, wow, and Sergio Perez is holding up that pack further back. Because I think he's still passing. Unlike so, yeah, Gasly, and he does get past of the AlphaTauri of Gasly. So that train of cars right behind him, still go for it. Well, Jake just wants to go for it. He just wants to go for this win, then go for it. But if you defend too hard, then you might get even more contact with Lewis Hamilton. That just might be over here for the McLaren driver. We know he doesn't have the pace. We know that the medium tires don't have the pace compared to the softs, but Hamilton's just more quicker with the DRS. And this is really evident. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton going to try to go to the outside. Brown goes way inside. So and now Hamilton's got the challenge, and he's going to get the challenge. Hamilton down the inside. He goes through the chicane. Brown makes contact. Brown gets back on the inside. Hamilton, as you can see, they're still side by side.
Tyre condition for now.
And Jake Brown still up and ahead. Gonna break that slipstream again. Hamilton does not have the toe. Here he comes. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Gonna try to go to the outside once more, but Brown again outbreaks him. Makes the corner. Jake Brown takes the lead once more. Gotta give full credit to the McLaren team, just giving him that encouragement. Holding off a speedy Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, who's just been trying to attack left and right, nowhere to go. We still have like a couple, 9 laps still to stint, so Lando Norris could just get into this pack. Brown will definitely go for it. His teammate is just right there in 4th place. He knows that Lando Norris really needs a championship challenge once more, so probably Jake is also thinking about his teammate. Because he's also thinking about that Constructors title. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Is he going to make the move? No, he's not. He does not want to make this move right through with this straight, but if he does, then that is key for the success of the McLarens. It goes wide, Brown goes wide again, and now here comes Lewis Hamilton. Here we go. Brown's going to use ERS, trying to pull away, and now here comes Lewis Hamilton once more. Hamilton's going to try to go to the inside this time. And he knows that that's a better line, but you know, Brown, everywhere he just has a counter on here. There it is, there's that counter. He makes contact with Lewis Hamilton, goes wide. Brown trying to go to the inside. He knows that the inside is much more better. Here comes actually Bottas now, trying to go to the inside, but he just backs out. Brilliant racing between all of these drivers. Jake's like, well, let's just try and pull away on this one. Sergio Perez just has more clear air, and now if Brown wants to go for it, then go. And at the moment, it seems like Jake cannot go with the guys behind him. He's got the ERS. He doesn't use the ERS that much often, does he? Is Jake? Now here comes Valtteri Bottas. And now here comes Valtteri Bottas on the outside. Brown goes wide, and that's the key that Bottas needed. Valtteri Bottas now through the exit. Bottas now takes the lead. Jake Brown will go, run away. We have the DRS and the ERS effective now, and there's Lewis Hamilton. He'll try to go to the inside of his teammate. Down the inside goes Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton takes second place, but they're still side by side, the two Mercedes drivers, and this is going to help Jake Brown massively. I'll give credit to Jake Brown. He knew he was going to get switched back on the inside. Valtteri Bottas, you know, doesn't concede that often, and now Hamilton completes the move, but look at the gap now that Brown has exercised because of that. So now Jake has just pulled the gap, and now he has the opportunity to pull away. Lando Norris now has the chance to make the move on Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, well, Jake's just chillaxing now. He knows he's got the 1.4 second gap. He doesn't need to make any mistakes. Jake does make mistakes sometimes, but not too often. Jake Brown knows he's thinking about that championship. He's thinking about what's the conflict, what's going to happen if he's not going to be careful in this World Championship. And at the moment, there's your freedom, there's your chance now. Winning this race, you're 1.6 seconds ahead. You can't pull away from Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton, you can't pull away from that easily, and with that battle with Jake Brown baiting Valtteri Bottas to go on the inside, switching him back, that is just a move that you have to make to the Mercedes drivers if you want to pull away. Lewis, you know, the two Mercedes can fight, but right now it's all about the championship, and if you want to win the Drivers' Championship, you need to work together, and at the moment it's not really looking good for the Mercedes. You gotta give credit though to Jake Brown. He's just been him. He's just been that guy. Just been quicker. No DRS needed. We all know Jake can just not use DRS and pull away, but he doesn't have that skill. He's still a rookie, by the way, and somehow he's gonna be leading the championship by about 32 points from Valtteri Bottas. He's gonna be leading the championship by 30 points of Lewis Hamilton. You gotta think now, with these two races Jake Brown does not have any experience on, what can you do to Jake Brown now that he has no experience on this track? He doesn't have any experience on the next one as well. So Jake, he's just now in Russia, he's just taking his time. He knows that the championship lead is in his control. If you can win a race, you can just be consistent for the last couple of races here. You can be world champion. You can do what Hamilton did do in 2007. Here and now, fast forward 14 years, we're going to see a British man possibly, potentially winning a championship in his rookie season. But still, anything can still happen in this race. Jake Brown just pulled 5/10 out of Lewis Hamilton, and that's the effect of no DRS. You don't have to stick with the guy in front of you in Sochi. If you have someone behind you with DRS, you're basically over. But if you can pull away, then
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
if you can pull away, then that's your chance to really pull the plug here and just pull out your pace, try to pull the gap out, and now you have the chance here with that McLaren. The McLaren driver is just, you know, he's not that experienced. We know that he can have races where he doesn't have pace.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
See Hamilton struggling on the medium tyres, and you've got a pack behind him. And Max Verstappen as well is starting to pull away, to pull back from this. Sergio Perez, I don't know if he's faster or not, but I'm sure as hell that he's just been pulled back from that. He's been pulled back from that fight with likes of Sainz and Gasly, those Ferraris. And by the way, the Ferraris, they've not shown true pace. The McLaren really just has jumped a bit, and Jake Brown's taking advantage of the fast speeds of that McLaren. And Jake just... Right, anyway, 2.4 seconds. I mean, if he can do this in the McLaren, what happens when Lando Norris next season? He's going to be a threat to his own teammate. His teammate now has 4 race wins in the season. He can add this to his 5th. Most out of anyone so far in this season. He's got a 30-point lead in the championship. He's in control. You gotta be joking. He's in control. 30-point lead. As Lando Norris. And now, what can Norris do without the likes of Bottas, right in their own minds? You're gonna know that you're gonna be on a one-stop strategy. That one-stop will definitely work in your favor. Now that Brown has the one-stop in his favor, he's got the race lead by about 3 seconds to Lando Norris. 2.6 on. It's still kind of different, you know? It's still kind of different. Lando's gotta be on a different strategy. We know that Lando's gonna be on a different strategy. Now's the time that McLaren will do something. Maybe Jake Brown will try to do everything. Get that lead in. I mean, he's got still a couple of laps remaining. He's still halfway into the Grand Prix Sochi here. See, Sergio Perez is turning Giovinazzi now 19.9 seconds. He's gonna hold up those guys and those Mercedes boys. Well,
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Antonio Giovinazzi actually, he's leading the pack over the likes of Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, George Russell.
Leading our teammate by 3.5 seconds.
And Carlos Sainz, the Alfa Romeos are actually quick so far this season. I'm really happy that is going on for Alfa Romeo. Of course, Sauber, they had one of the worst seasons in 2017. 2018 they revived it with Charles Leclerc, scoring traditional points 2019. Basically the same 2020. This was a terrible year for the Alfa Romeo. Now 2021, they have potential to put that car into points play positions with the new development of it. His battery Bottas gets past George Russell. So Lando Norris is in DRS zone. He's in the DRS. If Brown can just try to stretch that out, then that could be crucial. See if he can just stretch that out. You can have fresh tires. Now Verstappen's also passed actually Bottas. You got to be thinking, what will Jake Brown do? What will McLaren do? Will they do Brown first and then Norris? Because Norris will lose more time to the guys behind him. Or Here's Lando Norris. Can be quick. I mean, if he's going to try to make a pass here on Lewis Hamilton, he cannot make the pass on Lewis.
Valtteri's giving it everything. He's just put in the fastest lap of the race.
Jake has to think if he wants to pit early. It's possible. Jake will try to pit early. Norris is not even far away from the likes of Bottas. He's just a couple of wins away, but a couple of points away. Just like 30 points behind, but the championship definitely is going for Lando Norris. And certainly. Has to hope Jake Brown makes a mistake for the rest of the season. I mean, Brown's gonna have a difficult
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
couple of rounds, but Jake's 3.7 seconds ahead. And that's just, he's gonna drop behind Bottas. He just doesn't need to drop behind Verstappen. That's it. Get this. Sergio Perez goes quickest, 33.9. There's a safety car. Then Brown's gonna be in for a treat. Excuse me. So Brown leads. So second place for Hamilton. Hamilton is now getting pressurized here by Lando Norris. He's right to the back of Lewis Hamilton. Brown comes in, the two men in front of him do not, so has Brown made a little oopsie.
Go, go, go.
Will he pull ahead of Max Verstappen though?
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the
Here we
exit.
go.
We'll receive
He's
a
going to be ahead of
penalty for dangerous
Verstappen. He's going to be
driving
close.
over into the track.
But Max Verstappen Jake Brown's now in zone. Got the soft tires. He can go for as long as he wants. The leader came into the pits. I feel like Hamilton Norris just fumbled a little bit. If they're going to be stuck behind Bottas, Jake Brown will try his best to just go for Valtteri here. Got great pace there, Jake. So the pole setter might just go for a winning moment here. Just been that quick. Look at that, second sector just obliterates Valtteri Bottas' second sector. Norris and Hamilton comes in.
Lando is coming in for his stop.
If you pit an extra lap, what will happen to you? Jake Brown's just sticking behind Valtteri Bottas.
Gap to teammate ahead is 11.6 seconds.
Did they fumble on the strategy? Because Verstappen's now going to be the one that's ahead of him. So now Valtteri Bottas. Did they fumble like a second on the strategy? Jake Brown! What was Bottas thinking? Try to defend too hard, didn't you? Anyway, first flashback of the race. Try to pull out from the slipstream, and now the two guys have actually not come out of the pits until 5 seconds later, so they've lost about a couple of seconds here to Verstappen and Bottas. I wonder, was it Jake and Jochen in the pit stop? Held up both of them. Brown's also having trouble here with Valtteri Bottas. Because Bottas is just sitting duck here trying to defend the position from Jake Brown, who's looking like he's going to win the race, but at the moment he's just having difficulties. He's just going to go power through. Here we go. Brown's going to force himself on that inside. Here he comes. Brown makes the move on the inside and he gets it done. Jake Brown takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Well, Bottas, if he could just answer. He can't though because he's just on the slower tyre. Jake Brown now with a good advantage. Jake Brown's got go for the fastest lap of 33.380. That is amazing stuff from Jake Brown. You can believe it in your eyes, can't you? Brown's got Bottas for company still, so Valtteri, you can just still hold on. Still on the new medium tyres, but with the new sauce and how Brown's pace is better and the tyre is fresher. Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris might have just effed up the pit stop. Norris might have. Brown, I mean, Jake was alright, I guess. Brown's making mistakes here. I feel like he's just having trouble handling the car here, and I mean, he's on a new tire. He can obviously pull away if he wants to, but at the moment, Jake Brown, he's way ahead now of Valtteri Bottas, and he can now pull away. Fastest lap still, Jake Brown. But Valtteri Bottas, by the way, was just a couple of tenths slower. He was just 3-4 tenths slower. Jake Brown, he got a two madmen, 32 threes and 33.7, 32 threes, 36, 32, 3, 27, 2. All right. Still got Valtteri Bottas right back here, helping Valtteri Bottas as well. 26 points for Jake Brown. Lando Norris, I don't know what's going to happen to Lando, but actually Bottas is not giving up on this one, is he? 1.3 second gap though, it's just too much for Jake and for Valtteri Bottas. Brown's winning this in dominant fashion, I guess. Still got 8 laps remaining in this race. Valtteri Bottas. He's waiting for a mistake that Brown would make, but Jake is just so good around this track. For practice, he just does it so well. I'm mesmerized with that, but Jake Brown, in reality, oh, someone's got a problem. Someone has got a problem. It's Antonio Giovinazzi. That's what I'm guessing. It's one. Yep, it was one of. It was Kimi Räikkönen though. It's Kimi Räikkönen from P14. He's out of this race on lap 20. Kimi Räikkönen is out of the Russian Grand Prix. That's dangerous, but that would be a safety car. I do not need that right now. I could, but nah. Verstappen still running on that podium. Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton are still battling it up for 4th place.
Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
There's Raikkonen. That might just be a dangerous spot to pull
clear.
out. So Kimi Räikkönen. Well, no safety car was deployed there on that end. What was that? Thought something came off. For just a second. Thought something came up for a second, but yeah, that's just me. Yeah, 1.7 seconds is not bad, but well, you're not gonna catch up to Lewis. You're not gonna catch up to Valtteri Bottas, aren't you? Is Max Verstappen? So Verstappen, he's gonna drop down to 5th. Norris definitely still wants a double podium. And Lewis Hamilton right in front has the DRS. Brown's not pushing, he's just chilling, relax. Doesn't need to push. Got the fastest lap anyway. But Max Verstappen now under pressure from Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. And Valtteri Bottas continues to maintain his gap of 1.7 seconds with myself and him, so probably pulled the gap of 6 seconds over Max Verstappen. Verstappen meanwhile is just under pressure. It's just a 6-second gap. The Red Bulls Sebastian Vettel is on for 8th place, by the way. And Charles Leclerc from 16th on the grid, he's up to 10th. So that's decent enough. Carlos Sainz from 7th, he drops down to 14th. I don't know what happened to Carlos Sainz, but his pace has dropped significantly. What happened to Carlos Sainz? I don't know, but we're just 2 seconds quicker than him. 6 laps of racing remaining, and so far it has been fun. Weren't Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side by side? No, they Hamilton. What is Hamilton doing? If you have the faster tire, go for it. But if you don't, why won't you? Why won't you go for it? Oh, okay, that's a massive curb. Vehicle condition. Vehicle condition. Box. Vehicle condition. Championship standings. Wow. I haven't saying anything. Radio malfunctions. And Max Verstappen still holding up the likes of Bottas. Sorry, the likes of Hamilton and Norris, who fucked up their strategy.
Gap to teammate behind is 8.5 seconds.
Norris. 14 bad results. Track position royally could have gave him some preps, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him in the end. So we have 5 laps of racing as Hamilton finally gets past the Max Verstappen and he takes 3rd place away. Oh my god. Norris is watching this. And Lewis, does he have the place? And I think he does. So Lando Norris is the next guy to make the move now on
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
vehicle condition.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Now Norris is the next guy to get in, but unless so Norris won't get his podium, fortunately. He's gonna be stuck in a DRS train, dude. Like, actually, what is this game? Here's towards the stoppish right now. 4 laps to go. 2.5 so we can get up on Bottas. Norris is actually just struggling getting past that Red Bull. Four laps. Max Verstappen's still in that DRS zone for Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton's gonna pull away. So 3 laps to go. Utterly dominant Russian Grand Prix race.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
And still, Lewis Hamilton giving the DRS to Max Verstappen because Max Verstappen, just so Max Verstappen could be a roadblock to Lando Norris, is really quicker.
Concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
There is 3 laps for Norris pinned in the real life Grand Prix. We've been to here. Didn't go so well, didn't it?
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
There's split strategies, so at the moment, still what a race. It has been not just myself, but Max Verstappen still hanging on. 7 tenths is the gap. He's still hanging on to that DRS zone, and landing off line technology really, really well. The performance of the Red Bull, I mean, it's not surprising. 2 laps to go. Just managing the tires till the end. Four tenths. Quicker. Now, my stopping cannot do anything. Got it. So, it's gonna be a good last lap here. Just managing the pace. Really, just an amazing race in general. An epic weekend. We were fastest in Q1, Q2 we weren't, but we were quicker on the medium tire. But then in Q3 we just got the pole lap by about 3 tenths of a second. That's our second. That's actually a 3rd flashback of the day. That's insane. So, of course, yeah, with Kimi Raikkonen, Fernando Alonso retiring, Fernando Alonso getting loads of points, but we still need Kimi Raikkonen to get points once through the season. But anyway, 2.4 seconds is still close, but it's because I'm managing the pace now, not just pushing the car to its limit, trying to save the power at the same time to use it for the next race. But
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 10.7 seconds.
last lap of the Grand Prix of Russia. 2.4 seconds is the gap, and Bottas is closing in 3 tenths a lap, but even then. Three tenths is still 3 tenths, probably. Yep, he's closing in quickly actually, so
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
pushing. That's our first exceeding track warning for the day, so a 2.4 second gap imminent. Lewis is pushing to his limit as well, so at the moment Lando Norris cannot get past Max Verstappen in this final couple laps, but nevertheless, it's still a great result for McLaren. We will gain 4 points on Mercedes. So that is a great sight to see. Valtteri Bottas will finish in 2nd place. He will lose so many points in the championship, but nevertheless, it's still alright. Through the final corner though, it's going to be a race win for the ages. For Jake Brown, his 5th win of the season.
Congratulations.
His first in Sochi. It's a wonderful race. Amazing stuff.
A great race then, and a fantastic win here in Sochi.
Great victory there, Jake Brown. Thoroughly
Tell me,
deserved.
how did they manage to achieve this win?
Norris.
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
Another win. Could have been a win in Italy if it wasn't for Lando Norris' crash. I'm not saying that I want to blame Lando Norris, but yeah. What could have been in Italy? A McLaren fiasco. A McLaren disaster. In Italy last week.
Brown increases their
Look at
championship
that.
lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, my
Norris was
driver of the day
quick.
has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One.
Look
Be
at
sure
that.
to join us for the next one.
Mark, mag ik gaan?
As you can see, it's still close for second place, but we're 29 points ahead. Heading to the 2 races I'm really scared at. Actually, Vettel's done really well. Aston Martin, well, brilliant stuff. 13 points in the lead championship. Sainz struggled for Ferrari. Ferrari running basically a solo season. You're gonna get cashed up by AlphaTauri in just a minute, but it is what it is. So that's gonna do it. We'll see you in the next episode, and I mean, next stream. And as you see, Alfa may have done really well. So yeah, it's Singapore the next round. So we'll see you maybe later, maybe tomorrow. So.